This new Swarm Shaman is actually taking the meta by storm, and it's honestly not that new right now, and we did see some iterations of this deck before, but right now it's actually having some really crazy win rates, and a lot of extra popularity too, so in this video I'm gonna try and give you a quick guide about the deck, talk about the mulligans, the win rates, as well as some general tips so you know how to play with and against this deck. And you're also gonna get to see some coaching gameplay from the last coaching session with it, where we climbed quite nicely with it, and the person I coached even managed to hit Legend on her own right after the session, so I'd say it was huge success. If you enjoy the content, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can have some Hearthstone coaching, and you can be sure I'll do my best to make you a better Hearthstone player. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's what the situation looks like for Shaman right now for the last 3 days. From Diamond through Legend, we have so many iterations of the new Swarm Shaman, basically. And I think this is the one we used. Pretty proven, a lot of sample size, and it's literally 1 or 2 card differences. Some don't run drones, some don't run glacials, some don't run the Scarab keychain, but all around the deck is pretty close to perfect, with just a few cards differences. The idea of the deck is you're basically a Swarm Shaman, so you have a lot of tokeny stuff, but you're not going super wide on the board, you're more like going somewhat wide and somewhat tall, more like an aggressive mid-range-ish type of deck, and you have a lot of extra reach damage at the end with the help of your horns, as well as a couple of Turn the Tides. We have a single copy of Drone Deconstructor in here, which is a great target for your trusty companion, that way you get to reliably fish out your Ziliax, which can be huge. And the Ziliax in here is the Haywire module plus the Power module, so you can be taking games with that one. We have a single copy of a Glacial Shard. He can be great against things like Weapon Rogues and such, but you can also use, again, a Trusty Companion on him in order to fish out your Turbulus, which is your only other elemental in here, so basically you do have a good amount of minions to be fishing with Trusty Companion. We also have a couple of Murloc Growfins. Here you could get an extra Growfin if you get a companion. You could also get an extra Cactus Cutter. That's about it for the Murlocs in here. And this is also a great thing to be buffing with Party Animal, because if you actually Party Animal on it, it's gonna make a couple of 2/2s because it summons a copy of the Murloc Growfin, so it's gonna be a 2/2 and a 2/2 rush. And you could even go a step further and even Turbulus on it, and again, it's gonna be a free and a free rush. But that only works before you play this guy. If this guy was already on the board, only the left guy is gonna get the +1/+1 from Turbulus, because the right one only has Rush and no Battle Cry. So that is something to think about, especially when you're trading these idiots on the board. Like if you have a couple of 1/1s, Murloc Growfins, you usually want to be using the Rush one to kill something with it, and it dies, in order for the Battle Cry one to live, and that way Turbulus would give it the +1/+1. We also have a couple of pop-up books, nice little cheap spell for you that also gives you a couple of beasts on the board, on which you could, again, go with the Trusty, which could draw you a Scarab keychain, could also draw you Party Animal, and the best would be to draw a couple of Backstage Bouncers. And also getting the taunts is definitely pretty nice, so you can protect your more important stuff, like a Ziliax, let's say. And it's also a nice little cheap spell to trigger on Cactus Cutter. The Scarab keychain could be a bit of a bait in here, because he does muddy up your, indeed muddy up both your Trusty Companion, as well as the buff from Party Animal. You don't actually want to buff this with the Party Animal, you'd much rather buff up the Backstage Bouncer, because that doubles up the buff. But he does also make somewhat of a sense. Like if you are on turn 3, you can still start with this guy, find yourself a different tribe or something, and then buff with Party Animal, so you can ensure it actually lands on the Backstage Bouncer, which would be the better choice. He's an okay thing, it's an extra 1-drop. You probably noticed you don't have that many great 1-drops, you have a total of 5 with this guy included. Pop-up book is an okay 1-drop, not the best though. This might be a card you want to remove, but it's kind of a hit and miss is what it is. The Thrall's Gift, obviously great for Bloodlust, but you do find yourself a lot of the times using it for Hex or Lightning Storm, especially with all of these whiteboards out there, and also Starship decks are also somewhat popular from Diamond to Legend, so hexing stuff can also be pretty valid. The Cactus Cutter, it's a single copy, he's a Murloc, so you could buff him with the Party Animal, you could draw him with the Trusty, and you could also get the taunt out of him if you get something like a pop-up or Trusty Companion, but you usually don't want to activate him with Thrall's Gift or Turn the Tide, so there's that, but you don't normally need to activate him either, it's just a nice little bonus here and there if you can. And also make sure not to play this guy last, like if you already decided what spells you're going to be using, maybe play Cactus first and see if you actually draw that spell a second time and activate the bonus, because not that small of a bonus. If you can get a +1/+2, why wouldn't you? So be careful not baiting yourself into pop-up book, then cactus, then top decking another pop-up book and asking yourself why you're so unlucky. You're not. You just didn't think about it now, did you? Couple of cult neophytes. Again, Battlecry minions for Turbulus. They don't have tribes or anything, but they do work really well against things like rogues, like Lionessa Pally, so you will be able to play around certain removals, certain OTKs, that kind of stuff. A well-timed cult neophyte can definitely be pretty strong. It's anti-tempo for the opponent and tempo for you, so what more could you want? Single copy of a greedy partner in here as well. She does not have a tribe, despite looking like a pirate, but even if she was, you don't have any other pirates in this one, so who cares? She's kinda okay. You could even coin her on turn 1 and feel okay about it. In the end of the day, she is giving you another coin, so that's kinda hot. Or you could just slow roll and play her on 2, so you can on turn 3, so you can maybe on turn 4 double coin Galganeth or Horn of Windlord, but don't forget if you double coin, you won't get the 0 mana. You won't get the discount spell for that turn, but you can still just do it for the AoE. That could be huge on turn 4. Or getting yourself a weapon on turn 4 can also be interesting, but then again, if you are going first, this is gonna allow it actually turn 2 greedy into turn 3 backstage bouncer. That could indeed be huge. Party animal, like I said, this buffs one of each minion of different type in your hand, so if you have a bunch of Scarab Keychain, another party animal, and a backstage bouncer, only one of these beasts is gonna get the +1, and like I said, it would be best on the backstage. So if you can, try and play the Scarab first, so you have one less beast to worry about. And also, don't super overvalue this guy. Like, if you have a couple of different tribes in your hand, it's more than perfect. Like, it's more than you could ask for. In the end of the day, it's a 2 mana, 4/5 technically, and even if it's just a single, especially if it's a backstage bouncer in your hand, it's also super worth to do this. So don't overvalue this guy too much. It's definitely better than hero powering, I can tell you that much. The trustees, like I said, they can be huge to fish out all your different minions. They also give a lot of stats for you, so you can help something like a Zilliax last longer, and this is also gonna get double attack from him. You could use it on all sorts of other things, obviously, but preferably you are gonna try and fish out things with it. You could also actually use it on Turn the Tides, because that is indeed another elemental, but you run the risk of drawing Glacial instead of your Turbulus, so that's not too hot. We also have Gorgon Zormo in here, obviously great. You don't have other dragons in here, so you can't draw with a trusty like that, but he's in here so it can give you some pretty nice cheeses, and you could use him for early cheeses, like turn 5, drop this for a bunch of random free drops into a turn 6 potential Bloodlust. That could end the game right there, so don't be too greedy with the cheese if you don't need to. We also have a couple of Observer of Mysteries, another different tribe for you to buff with the party animal. It's another Battlecry minion to buff with Turbulus, and giving yourself a couple of anti-tempo secrets for the opponent can also be pretty strong. When you're facing this guy, try not to trigger too much, but also don't straight up play around the low chance secret from the opponent, because in the end of the day, they don't discover him, they just get him randomly, so if you skip your entire turn because of a random secret, that would not be very great. Odds are in your favor for it to be not that particular secret that screws you over. The Turbulus is also obviously pretty nice. Play this guy on turn 2, turn 3, it can be pretty huge, but don't actually go out of your way to actually play this guy too fast. Like, you could actually set up the board with a bunch of battle cries and the turn after play this guy, so the guys on the board actually get the buffs like that. That can also be pretty good, because if you do it the other way around, you're actually kind of slow. So for instance, if you are against the Druid, on turn 3, it would be much better for you to play something like, let's say, Scarab Keychain and Cult Neophyte, let's say, and turn 4 actually drop something like Murloc Growfin and Turbulus. That would be much more stats for you, much more tempo, so definitely be smart about the sequence in which you want these to be on the board, because this guy buffs everything anyway, but he does not buff things you discover. So if you have, let's say, a keychain, you might want to discover another Battlecry minion before you play this guy, but those are small little benefits. Don't go too far out of your way to get them. Turn the Tides, obviously amazing, usually great with Horn of the Windlord, but don't always wait for that. Sometimes you just use it for the tempo. Like, it's far better than hero powering, I can tell you that much. Just don't play this if you are planning to do a turn 4 backstage, because you are gonna get overloaded, so that can be crappy. But on the upside, you could draw a couple of these with your Galganeth, so that can be nice. Backstage Bouncers, absolutely brutal as soon as turn 3 or 4, especially if you buff them a couple of times. You can either buff him with Party Animal, or with Turbulus, or with both. so that can be huge. And a couple of 5/6s or 6/7s is really, really hard to deal for most. Pazik is also in here. He's also a Battlecry minion. Sadly, he's not a Tribe minion, however, so he is a little bit on the wonky side, but he is definitely a very worth minion to have in the deck because you do like to be sticky on the board like that. He also could burn the opponent's cards. You could prevent the opponents from drawing as much as they'd like, so definitely don't scoff on this guy. A lot of people think this guy is bad because he gives the opponent minions to play, but when was the last time you played a free mana free do nothing, guys? Like, it's literally a curse to have to play those to make room in your hand. And if the opponent has to spend 6 mana to play a 6/6 do nothing, they literally skip their turn and you can still smack him in the face. So they didn't spend mana removing your shit, they didn't spend mana playing taunts, gaining armor, healing, they spent mana doing nothing basically. Because you could also just free damage AoE with Thrall's Gift, with Galganeth, all of that stuff, so you really don't give a fuck about those free frees. We also have the Ziliax. Like I said, he literally wins games on the spot, especially if you buff him a little, especially if you get Wind Fury out of this guy, or Elusive for that matter, that can also be huge. Divine Shield can be great out of this guy. So turn 3, turn 4 Ziliax can literally end a lot of matchups, especially if you manage to control the board nice and good. So definitely try and set up a perfect Ziliax if you're going first or second. You're gonna have to decide if you're gonna be able to actually pull that thing off, depending on what hand you have and what opponent you got. Galganeth, usually amazing for the free damage AoE, but like I said, you could be drawing stuff only the 2 turn the tides. You don't have other overload things in this deck, I do believe. And the 20 damage could also be something to consider, especially if you're against the Pain Priest. Like, fun fact, if you are against the Pain Priest and they leave a 2/3 Masseuse on the board, you can deal 20 damage to their face with this guy. So that can be a sneaky little lethal out for you. And don't forget the cool little discount you get for your first spell, like getting a 0 mana Turn the Tides could be pretty nice as well. And lastly, we have Horn of Windlords. Amazing if you double Turn the Tides on it, but it can also be a super good control tool for you. So don't just smack face if you don't have a 2-turn lethal out or something like that. In some cases, you just equip this guy and not attack, so you can actually prevent the opponent from taunting up with something huge. So definitely don't always consider this as a face-only kind of deal. Matchup-wise, this deck does not have that much stats, so let's move to something a lot more populated, but not too far from it. I guess this one is fairly close. Has an extra greedy, 1 Grifta, why not? And here's what the matchups here look like. And you can see everything from the popular matchups would be great. Cycle is a 50-50, and some of the warriors would be a problem, but you shouldn't be seeing too much warriors in today's day and age. Mulligan-wise, here's what we can see going first and second for that matter. Turbilis is gonna be great. One of your good 1-drops could be huge. Party Animal is usually a no-brainer. Gorgonzorm was usually great. Ziliax can be absolutely amazing, especially if you're curving into it. And if you already have a good 1-drop, Trusty Companion can also be huge. Greedy Companion I usually like. And if you have a Greedy Companion, you might keep right about any 2-drop just to activate it. The rest probably not so hot, even though Pop-Up Book into Trusty Companion is also no joke. And as for On the Coin, again, much of the same stuff. Still, Turbilis and Party are great. One of your good 1-drops would do. But you could actually keep more than one good 1-drop, especially if you plan on coining turn 1 Party Animal. In that case, you can literally keep all of your 1-drops, so you can buff a Scarab, a Drone, a Murloc. All of those are actually amazing, and like I said, the Murloc is the best to buff actually, because you get the buff twice like that. And honestly, I do like keeping Backstage Bouncer probably more than I should be, but it's really a nice thing to be keeping, especially going second. I'd even keep a Backstage with nothing else. Like, odds are you are gonna curve out well with the coin, so the Backstage can definitely be a game breaker for most. All around, that's it for the deck. Definitely not very expensive and far from hard to play well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the guide. Give the deck a try. It is very, very good, and you might notice it's not even running Ethereal Oracle, so maybe it's not getting nerfed, so who knows. Now let's check out some of the games on our road to Legend on the last coaching session. Hope you enjoy.
This is early for him, okay? He is not a morning dog.
Okay, what are you
Because his
feeling
mama
here?
is not a morning person. I think we get rid of all of these, don't we?
Yeah, I don't think you can keep anything if you don't curve into it, so let's toss them all. The only thing worth considering would be the Trusty, but not without a 1-drop, it ain't.
Yeah.
Okay, not amazing, not the worst.
Party Animal.
Funny little interaction between the Murloc and the party is you actually get a couple of 2/2s if you hold off. Is that actually smart? It might actually be kind of smart, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just pass. I mean, you're against the freaking Death Knight, so it's not gonna be super quick
Yeah.
on the board anyway. A couple of 1/1s wouldn't really tip the scales too much for you.
Yeah. Mining casualties. Yep.
You serve well.
Don't talk to me.
Okay, party animal it is. Shut up.
Cool, cool.
Next turn it might still be Gorgonzormu.
Mm-hmm.
Turn after Backstage Bouncer would be lit, because it's a couple of 5/6s. Okay, he trip trades it though. Good news is the Gorgonzormu would survive if he starts trading, but not if he has some shit in there. Against the Death Knight, Gorgonzormu is kinda okay against the Death Knight, but an early bunch of bouncers would be even better, wouldn't it? But Gorgonzormu is gonna be so late to the party later. Nah, let's play Gorgonzormu and call it a day.
Okay.
Sad. Dryness. Ooh, that ain't bad. Let's Murloc and Trusty on the left one, because the right one's dying anyway.
Okay.
Well, actually, it could live.
Mm.
It's gonna live at 2 health. I'd say living at 2 health is probably better. Yeah, play it on the right one then.
Okay.
And just kill that thing and pass. Alrighty.
Cool,
Because
cool.
if you did it the other way around, next turn you'd have to backstage on the 4-2, which it doesn't feel ideal. We still might. Oh god, missed that shit. Face, you filthy casual.
Right.
Okay, thank fucking
Okay.
god.
Ooh.
Thank fuck. Well, you top deck this, so that is gonna be the better thing to target on, so play the Murloc. Rush with the Murloc and give the bouncer to the 1/1. One on the far left,
Okay.
one on the far right.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Okay, this
No,
guy
I did.
is
Okay.
running single ghouls. He could have Threads of Despair in there, but is he really that kind of guy? Even if he is, it's not a full clear, so I think you go face.
Job's done.
Okay, that's not great, but that's what we have a weapon for.
Yep.
So yeah, weapon into both of them, I guess. And mouth him up next turn with the Turn the Tides. He should be left happy for a long time. Smackety smack. My latest videos have been killing it, by the way. Like 3, 4, 5,000 views for the last 3 days on each of them. Kind of sick.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really falling off the last few weeks. I guess because of the holidays and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Still. Okay, everybody's happy. Earth doesn't even kill shit. Well, he's dead on board, yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nice. When did people start playing Ghouls Night again? What the heck?
They didn't. That's the neat part. This guy was the innovator.
Yeah. No, that's the second one today we won against. That's why I was wondering.
Patient 0 right there. Was it the second? Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was. I just
Yeah,
said
the
it.
other Death Knight we played did it too.
I
And
guess.
Eliza.
Perhaps, perhaps.
Nimsy.
Before me, mortal.
Not a Warlock. I'm not hearing
I don't know
mulligans.
about this hand. I don't know about this hand here.
I think it's pretty trash. It's a full toss.
Okay.
If you were against a Demon Hunter, pop-up book could be a key, but against the Warlock, we're expecting it to be control, so you're the aggressor here. Like
Yeah.
you usually are. Yeah, this could have been better, could have been worse, but this Posic should be a kink in his plan. No, apparently nothing to do for us. That's about it. We do have
All right.
5 1-drops. Didn't get any of them at all. Yeah, now you come, you piece of shit. Let's think about it. Would a coin Gorgonzorm really do anything hot for you?
I think we should coin Pozic maybe, but I could be wrong. Next turn maybe?
If he just hero powers next turn,
Such
it's
choice.
probably not gonna be worth. Nah, let's just
Neophyte?
just cult Neophyte for the body, I feel.
Okay.
I was thinking about iterations of playing Gorgonzorm this turn, so maybe on turn 4 you play the Cheese plus Cult Neophyte, but he's always gonna be able to clear up a bunch of free drops, so it's not even that worth. Okay, so now coining deposit kinda does do the job. I'd say it's worth it, might as well do that. And slap him in the move.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Ooh!
Not the worst.
Oh, Unkiliax too.
I mean, honestly, if things go our way, that was never gonna be a play for him, but still kind of feels nice dying now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What do you feel like doing?
Look, I want a buff. Maybe we should buff and freeze.
Thing about these guys is they run the location, and if he does that, these 9/9s are gonna become 2 real soon, so we probably need to fuck this thing over. Let's play the 2-mana Animal Companion, and then play the 1-mana Murloc. What's his face?
Oh, you mean the party animal, right?
What did I say? Animal Companion? Close
You said
enough.
animal companion, yeah.
It's an animal in it.
Yeah, I know, I just...
Yeah, and Murloc. And everything attacks, that summons you a bunch of free freeze. Yeah, attack it with everything. And should we just put his Glacial, or should we keep that bullet in the chamber? I guess this board is big enough as is, just chill. Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not say just chill when there's a Glacial in your hand. Okay, he could have 3 damage AoE here, so playing that would have been overextending for realsies.
That's what I figured he was gonna do.
I think he's gonna shit his pants if you Gorgonzorm and actually play the 2-mana cheese, because he's gonna expect Bloodlust out of you. So if you do that, he's probably not gonna do something better than that. So let's go ahead and do that plus the cheese here. And next turn you can equip the weapon, and if he has something big on the board, you fuck it over. Yeah, whip it out. Not amazing, not the worst. This thing shuffling back into your deck. Not exactly our idea of a good time, but...
yeah.
If it lives, Trusty could be nice. This positioning could have been a lot better. Okay, perfect weapon time.
What?
Guess he did not respect the cheese. Always respect the cheese. 7/7. He's
7/7?
running the 4-mana 7/7? Who does that?
Yeah, what the heck?
Well, equip the weapon. Don't kill the free, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, go face with all the idiots on the boards. But do we attack with the weapon? You do have Turn the Tides for next turn. Yeah, that thing attacks. Next turn with Turn the Tides, you do have exact 12 damage lethal actually, so... It does set it up,
So
but these guys are known to heal.
Uh-huh.
They are known to heal, and they are known to play big men you need to control. I'm not feeling too hot about setting it up. Let's just pass.
Okay.
We might kick ourselves for it, but I think it's the adult thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Table flip again.
It's probably gonna play the 4-mana 7/7 anyway, so you won't be able to ram face. You could also top deck and return the tides, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Well, I guess I could have set it up, but...
Oh,
Who knows if he would have played it like that if we set him up. I think he's not playing it just because he knows we have too many charges on the weapon. There you fucking go. Who cares about setting up anyway? Whip that bad boy. Slappy. Nice and healthy.
Damn, dude.
Can't lose a single game today. Let's keep at it, keep at it.
It's not luck if you call it.
Hmm.
Get back to work. Bow before me, mortals.
You get back to work.
Okay. What are you thinking here?
So full keep?
I think so, actually, now that you said it, because I think turn 1 you Scarab, turn 2 Party, turn 3 Murloc. Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
Just because we have the party animal. If it wasn't the party animal, we
Yeah.
probably wouldn't keep the Scarab either.
Yeah, no,
Too
that's what I
bad.
was. That's the only reason I was thinking to keep it.
Okay, Scarab away.
So, okay.
No tribes in here.
Bouncers for
Against
days.
these guys, I guess we played a cult for a reason. Yeah, let's pick another cult.
Okay.
Denying this guy the airlock breach could be nice. Playing 1 on 5 if
For
he
sure.
still has the coin. So much for that. Another party. Play a party animal and you can go face. I'd say he's gonna make the trades, isn't he?
Okay.
Job's done.
Is all.
Okay.
Well, another party animal makes him into free freeze.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do that. And I think you actually double trade that thing.
Okay.
You won't find quite a magically aged cheese.
We ain't got much to do here.
Yeah.
Well,
A neophyte in hero power?
I think so. Play the left one. He does not know about the right one. Let's keep him guessing.
Okay.
Hero power's happening, and the 3-2 can kill the 3-3, I'd say. Threads of Despair
Yeah.
could be a bitch, so let's not allow him. And face it up.
Alright.
Okay, nothing playable comes. Another occult neophyte might be the way still.
Who could put a price on such
Grifta.
artifacts? I could.
Gave you the discount. We don't even have that many spells here
Yeah,
anyway.
we only have one spell, so
Mm.
it's pretty good for us, actually.
Yeah, I played a 1-mana amulet, I guess. Might as well. And you can still go with a 2-mana cult neophyte.
And then hero
This
power,
is always
right?
gonna be a full clear if he has Shreds of Despair. We're not gonna go out of our way spending 6 damage into this thing. So yeah, just hero power face everything.
Okay.
If he clears this, we can just equip weapon next turn. Turn
Yeah.
after a couple of Murlocs. Okay, apparently he doesn't have it. Looks like a GG to me. Why not kill both the 3-2s, you moron? God damn, son. Weapon, GG.
Don't we have lethal here?
Of course you do.
Oh, with the weapon, yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly lethal with the weapon. It's even more with the Bloodlust. It's up to you.
Yeah, that bloodlust was what I was thinking.
Yeah, the warrior deck is far from optimal nowadays, if you ask me. It's still gonna take you to Diamond 5 if you know how to play it, but probably not much further than that. I guess you could even reach
Lots of
Legend.
legendaries.
Yeah, it does have a lot of legendaries at least, but that's about all it has for it. That looks like a full toss against another
Full toss.
Shaman. Yeah. It was an Odin warrior, right?
The Reno Warrior, isn't it?
Is it? You might
I
be
think
right.
so.
Against Shaman, should we hold back so that we party animal into 2/2s? I kind of like it better, honestly.
Okay.
Setting up a couple of 1/1s is cool and all, but not that cool. Let's just pass. Yeah, go with the party animal. Getting a couple of Murloc Growthins like that. Apparently this is one of the better Reno warriors right now, but I wouldn't craft anything for this archetype right now if you ask me. You did get a lot of dust out of picking the warrior, but that's about all you got. You should have picked something better, like hand buff value is usually the way to go, unless you're bored out of your mind through that. Which you honestly
So
could be. Let's see what's in the Scarab first.
The
The
Nimbus?
Flametongue Totem does speak to what we're trying to do. Getting extra stuff also ain't the worst though, but I think it's the Flame Totem for later.
Okay.
You can play both them. Wait, we only have one buffed actually. Let's play the right one only then, or should we play
The
both
right
of
one?
them? Play both of them. Play both of them and
Okay.
rush with the big one. Well, I'm assuming the Hearthstone Creator Program, I guess, or the fact that I'm gonna be revealing a card for the mini set this time, which is hella sweet.
Ooh, you are
Yeah.
sick.
Big boy. Making
Of
moves.
course it hit the 2/2.
Well,
Or whatever it was.
it'd be like that.
Yep.
Okay, gold panini. Oh man. That thing actually lives that way. Not a big fan of that living, but are we gonna go out of our way for that?
I think we can just play the bouncer, but that's me.
I think you do. Yeah, kill the frogs, go face, and bounce far left, far right. The good idea here would be to do it on the rush 1/1, because if you get a Turbulus, the others do have Battle Cry on them.
Okay.
Have same statted 1-drops. Gotta go deeper than that and actually decide who's worth. And luckily it was also on the good position. Not that that's a factor in this matchup, but who knows. That would have been nice to kill off the free, but in the past. What do you want to do here?
I was thinking, we could maybe play Trusty on one of the beasts and draw another beast. And maybe play. We don't want to play the Flamestone Totem now, right?
I mean, you kind of do. Why not? You have a 1/1 to cycle
okay.
through, so that is going to give you +6 this turn. I think you put the Flame
Okay.
Tongue in the middle, and the 1/1 kills the free like that.
Over here on the.
In the middle.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter whichever. Okay.
The 3/1 kills the free. And I think you play the 3-mana Turn the Tides, go face with both the 7/6s.
Okay.
Rusher kills the 1/2. And your face goes face. There we go. It's a lot of damage, a lot of
Okay.
tempo.
Yeah.
And we also removed a bunch. We don't have a weapon, we don't have a 6-drop to be playing next turn, so might as well get ourselves overloaded this turn.
True.
Too trusty. What do you think we can do?
Play one of the trustees.
On what?
We don't. On the. Oh, on the elemental.
Yeah, I think so.
So we get
have
Turbulus?
50-50 indeed. So let's try that. One on the free too. That also gives you a decent trade.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, you got it.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
play the Turbulus in the right side actually,
middle?
because no,
Right?
not
Okay.
in the middle, because you have plus
Oh,
to
yeah,
attack
yeah.
right now.
No, you're right. You're right.
So the
Stupid.
5-5 and one of the 8s kill the 2-4s, and 8-7 goes face. Yeah, the middle one is better to make the trade there, because you want to cycle through. You did it right.
Okay.
This way you cycle through
Oh, I did.
the
Okay.
totem,
Okay.
potentially.
Yeah. I did well. For
Yep.
once.
How does it
Goddamn.
feel?
Oh my god, that sound god.
None can comprehend
Out of your comfort zone right there.
my power. You win this one.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Whew.
You got fun, dude.
Hell yeah, let's go, dude. Big cat.
Let the blight begin.
Bow before me, mortals!
Okay, a lot of Death Knights today, huh?
Yeah.
Is Ziliax even a consideration against the Death Knight? If you were curving, probably, but not without a curve. Full toss.
Okay. Okay. Or like maybe if we were going second.
Yeah, but you still want at least some of a curve. That ain't it.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd say you tempo it. No reason to hold back. Hey, happy to hear, Blonde Gamer.
Nothing.
Yeah, happy you enjoy. Yeah, you can just hero pair. Not much else to do here now, is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, man. Give us the card reveals.
Oh, for sure. Can't say when, I only say I am doing it. Okay, Observer of Mysteries it is. In the middle, I guess.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. The Azurite could be something you can abuse, but probably not so much. Well, now is a throw. But still, probably was the play now, wasn't it? There you go, finally something.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, use it on the totem, or left or right, and just face it up. Greetings from Greece. Greetings from Bulgaria. Happy to have you, man. We actually went to Greece a couple of summers ago, I think. Pretty
Greece is
nice
so
beaches
beautiful.
you got there. Yeah, real nice.
Nothing has catch my hounds!
Who the fuck does that? Double blood, apparently. Is this the BBU we were talking about?
Okay.
Hey, how's it going, Jace? Welcome.
talk, little Death Knight.
Oh, really? Is it though? Is it though? Hey, there's a 2-drop, but is
Ooh.
there anything better we do here? Could fish out the party animal if we feel like it, but we don't really feel like it. This hand is dog ass, so let's greedy partner on the right. I mean, we're still gonna fish out.
Yeah.
And I still think it's on the 4-5. Yeah, do it on the trusty on the 4-5 and slap him in the move. Next turn we horn, turn after double turn. Should be able to turn his face. Hopefully he doesn't point out Airlock Breach right about now. Feels like he is. Yep. What a brainiac. Well, the horn is gonna get it out of the way at least, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Pull up. It's never bloodlust. Yeah, go with the weapon, kill the 5s with it, and face with the minions. Or your face is killing those, the 6 is going face. But I think it's actually gonna be better if the 1-1 kills a 1-1 and the 2-2 can kill a 1-1 so that Threads of Despair can go fuck itself.
Okay.
MC Peck is a potential card he could have. Not anymore.
Eyes on the horizon.
Ugh.
Bitch.
Should we hex that?
If we hex and turn the tides, that's lethal in it. Sounds like it. Yeah, 1 mana hex, the 3-4. 3 mana turn the tides. After. And the rusher rushes. Neato.
Nice. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ragnaros versus the Lich King.
On cold winds. Bow before me, mortals!
Another Death Knight. A lot of those, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I think we get rid of like almost everything. Do we keep the Scarab for a 1-drop?
Scarab is a good 1-drop. I'd say Posic
Yeah.
on turn 3 also makes a good amount of sense.
Okay.
I'd say Cult Neophyte can take a walk though. Your Scarab Keychain is gonna give you an acceptable 2-drop anyway, and what are we culting for on turn 2 anyway? So let's just keep the
Okay.
Scarab and the Posic.
Okay. Boop, boop. Ooh, spider.
Hmm. What would we spider for? I guess a turn 7 spider could be good against the Primus. Yeah, sure. The others are kind of useless, so might as well. That's all.
Cool. Barf. Just hero power then?
he could be playing the Brittle Bone against you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe coin Gorgon's Ormuk here makes more sense. The way things are going, this guy is aggressive and stuff, so might as well do that.
Okay.
Because this Trapdoor Spider might be smarter for you next turn, where a Brittle Bone plus a 2-drop is a lot more plausible for him.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the stream,
Works for me.
RayXQ.
Works for me.
Me have that for you.
Wait, what? Body bagger? Well, he discovered
Yeah.
that. What are we talking about? It's actually fine. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, might as well Turtulus here. Why not? And face.
Wow. That Gorgon's armor putting in work. He put 7 damage off that thing.
Yep.
Here we go again with this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we should hex it.
Nah. Turn 5 he ain't doing much. We could tempo here nicely with Glacial plus Observer indeed. I think I like it. Let's
That's
see
what
the
I was
Observer
thinking, too.
first, see what he says.
Okay.
Like if you get a freezing trap, but I guess we'd still rather freeze it because could just hero power. Yeah, freeze the 4-free in face. Pretty nice batch of secrets you got there. He's probably gonna trigger them. The draw at least for sure. And gives you a couple of draw like that. It was always gonna be a couple of draw then. Imagine trading into a possible +3, bro. What the fuck? Dude, that ain't bad. Let's play the 2-mana greedy partner, go face with everything, and coin out backstage bounce around to the 3-2, I'd say. We're not gonna care about the positioning too much. You could have played around it, but well, he doesn't need to. Okay. Freeze everything.
Oh, he's gonna freeze us? Yeah.
Fine. Whatever floats your goat. What do you feel like?
I don't want to play Posit because I don't want to give him stuff to play.
Really?
Or I mean,
You feel like it's a downside to bait him into playing a couple of free do nothing.
True, I guess. Okay, yeah.
That is something you should be thinking about. Pozik is super insane for you right now. Like, to let him play the free freeze. Play Pozik, play the 2-mana Trapdoor, and he can go fuck himself.
Okay. Ugh.
That is something to say on turn 5, where it's anyone's game, but right now we're...
Yeah. No, you're right.
Let him play free do nothings. Like,
This
that's
is
why
why your
Flood Valley
top-
used to play Pozik in their deck, because you play a Pozik on 4, they play a couple... I mean, you play a Pozik on 5, they play a couple of free frees on 6, and you follow up with your prismatic beam, which does 3 damage AoE for the more minions you play, and that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. This is why you're top 100 and I'm not.
Perhaps. Okay, a couple of single free, I guess. Kills it with fire. Nothing a delicious cheese can't fix. Yeah, let's see that cheese of ours. Those are cards. And you can backstage bouncer the 3-5, I guess. Yep. That cheese has festered enough. Well, there's that Primass. We're not super happy about it, but he's probably gonna go for a couple of taunts here and pay the ultimate price.
If he's smart, he does.
You have double Thrall's Gift Lightning Storm, so nothing helps him there. Sucks.
He's eating.
Well, dead on
Okay.
board, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, not dead on board, but dead to a lot more things than if he went with the free freeze.
Bloodlust, right?
Yep. You also have Turn the Tide, so
Mm-hmm. And then he trades too. Okay.
well, it's basically a free trade for him, but doesn't do much. Just Bloodlust. I mean, Turn the Tides was actually not lethal for you because you wouldn't have enough mana there.
Yeah. Nice.
Versus Malfurion.
Scenarios guide me to victory.
Malfurion.
Trees will burn to ash and cinder.
The animal is fine. The
Mhm.
trusty, probably not so much. Just party animal, I think. Observer is actually not horrible either against these guys, but I really hope we get a one drop, so should we? Let's keep the
Could give
Observer
us,
as
like,
well.
an
It could
ice
be
trap.
pretty good
Yeah.
anti-tempo against this guy. So just keep the
Yeah.
2 minions.
Okay.
Well, that's a good turn 1 now. Party animal on 1, Cactus 2, Mysteries 3. Unless we top deck something better.
Yeah.
Planning is good and all, but you also want to reevaluate, and that's not worth reevaluating. Point party.
See, I waited this time.
Hmm.
Stupid ass. Too chill.
I'm gonna edit the video in a way that it sounds like you're verbally abusing me.
I cannot watch the videos. I can't do it. I can't stand hearing my voice for one, and then I hate seeing me misplay so bad.
I
Ugh.
feel like that sometime.
Yeah.
We could consider Drone Deconstructor here instead.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting to
Yeah,
see
let's
what you
play the
thought
Drone
about it.
Deconstructor. We are probably
Okay.
gonna magnetize onto it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, give it the
Reborn.
Reborn, why not? Would be best on Zilly, but I don't see a Zilly.
Yeah.
Face. Next turn we Observer, turn after Cactus is gonna give you something playable, hopefully.
Okay.
Like a Trusty. The reason why us humans perceive our voice differently on recordings is you actually vibrate when you speak, so you hear yourself in a certain way, and on the recording that vibration is not happening in your head, so you actually get to hear yourself for real on the recording. So no, you don't sound annoying on recordings, you sound annoying. That was a sick burn for Jadis right there. But that's just, I mean, you say you
Jadis,
sound
don't let
annoying,
you-
you're just not used to your own voice, I guess. That's
Jadis,
what
don't
it
let him
is.
do you dirty like that. Come on
Yeah.
now.
I mean, you said it the same thing, so that was kind of towards both of you. Play that in the
Still
middle and
the
face.
observer, right?
Yeah. I think there was a way to actually hear yourself the way you would hear yourself in a recording. I think you gotta like cover one ear and place like a book or something like basically something that prevents you from vibrating or so. I don't know. Probably some TikTok shit. I don't know. But there was a method to do that. This guy testing like that when there's ice and freezing there? Fuck me, man.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't even know anymore. Okay.
Mysterious orb, what is your wisdom?
Next turn, this
Play the
man has
bouncer?
7 mana. Yeah, go face with everything and bouncer the animal party.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Hey, how's it going, Vexel? It has been a while indeed. That name
Hey,
is
Kris.
familiar.
It's been a while, cheeky smiley face.
Dude, come on.
That name is familiar as fuck. How are you doing? Been a few months, huh? Oh, for fuck's sake, bro.
Fucking
Double
hell.
innervate. Should have played around it. Well, we're gonna have to fuck it over somehow.
Yeah.
Murloc growth and kinda helps. Let's see the Cactus Cutter. It's probably gonna give you animal companions, so that might be how we kill it with the bouncer. There you go. Yeah, trusty on the 4/5. Why do I call trusty animal companion? Trusty on the 4/5.
Uh-huh.
Kill it with the frog and play the Murloc growth in. The 1/1 pokes, the 2/3 kills, the rest is face. I think we're still on the right track, by the way. Next turn, Thrall's Gift should be GG in it. Bloodlust next turn is plus 15, way things are, but nothing a swipe can't fix.
Yeah. For sure.
But he doesn't have any more innervates, so it has to be swipe plus ramp for him to have a good shot, or swipe plus pendant, swipe plus blossom for 10. But they don't normally run straight up swipe and Dungar, I think. So it ain't happening for him. Well, he does live. Interesting. I mean, this is as good a Bloodlust as you're gonna get. Next turn he only has 7 mana, so he ain't doing shit. Thralls give Bloodlust, face him up. And we'll fucking do it again. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
what is
god,
happening today?
I did that on accident. That was an accident. Oh my fucking god.
Jeez, Rick. Played a 2 mana cult neophyte. Fucking hell, man.
Fuck. That was totally a misclick. That was a misclick.
Hero power and go face. Holy fuck, what is happening today?
I don't know, man. I got plenty of sleep too. I can't use that. Fucking hell.
Not this time.
Oh my god. I can't believe I did that. Fucking hell. Way to throw, dummy.
Okay, Bloodlust for real this time.
Yeah,
Take your
no shit.
time. It's not a giant.
Okay.
You don't need to bounce
Yeah.
it. Okay. Well, all around we climbed quite a lot. We started like Diamond 7, so all around good stuff.
Diamond 8.
But that was a lot of misplaced today, not gonna lie.
Oh my god. Every time!
Yeah.
Every time!
Too many. Some are probably gonna slip into the videos.
No! Don't do me like that! No, that's whatever. Like, I
Yeah.
deserve it. I totally deserve that one. Jesus.
What's it gonna do? Alrighty then,
Thank
Buffy.
you so much for your
Well,
time.
Thank you as well.
Appreciate
oh,
it.
we actually did slap Diamond 1 there. Not bad, not bad. But, yeah,
Sweet,
have
sweet.
a good rest of your day, and back to you soon.
You too, thank you.